a very dysfunctional situation, and I carried into my young adult life all these sort of mechanisms and behaviors about responding to that, reacting to it. And I think part of it for me was at a very young age, I think in my mid-20s, at that time, I'm going to be 50 now, so it's 25 years ago, and therapy was still kind of it wasn't as common and just accepted as it is now. But at that age, for me to be going into therapy and trying to get help on my own, to deal with the way I'd responded to that, and then going through years of it in a variety of forms, and I think that's part of the courage, of not just being this person who's walking around reacting to everything, but saying, something is, about the way I function in this world is not working for me, and I know that I have, wounds or whatever it is that I need to address, and doing it, because a lot of people just choose to act and behave as though that's not there, or maybe not even acknowledge it. And I think that's a big thing, I think that's a big thing. It's just to have that sort of courage to go into those dark spaces and dig up a lot of very unattractive things about my past and about me, about who I'd become, and then just saying I want to be a different person, and doing the work about becoming a different person. And so art became this way of having a voice, it became this way of getting this sense of complete self-expression, and just laid out there as close as it could be at the time, as pure as it could be at the time, in a way, in a safe way, and it's so funny that's the route that sort of attracted me, and the truth is I had abilities when I was a little kid, but I think it's interesting that having a life that was so much about the suppression of my voice as an adult, it's all been about the expression of a voice. I've been a musician and guitar player and songwriter, and then a painter, and so much of it has been about just having that sense that I have a right to have a voice in this world, that I have a right to express myself. And I think art has been sort of an indirect way to do that, not actually have to have a voice in public, which is what I'm working towards, is feeling that I can just be 100% authentic, as myself in public, with no concern about what other people think. And art has been this way of doing it kind of indirectly, but a beautiful way, this really beautiful... That's the thing I think I love about art, is that it's just, it can be this sort of indirect route to get to something, but what comes out is just amazingly beautiful. And I think it's also sublime, it's something that other people tap into. They see that sort of pure voice coming through, and it's really attractive to them, So that's the really interesting thing, that on my way of exploring to find this thing for me in a personal life, this beautiful thing blossomed out of it,